A New Jersey teacher has a big surprise for his students. Parents are asking a principal to resign, and 2 million people are left without power. All that and more on this half hour of RTN News. Welcome back to a brand new episode of RTN News. I'm Victoria Tudorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Let's take a look at some Gloucester County news.
A New Jersey teacher surprises his students with 76ers tickets. Washington Township High School health and physical education teacher Matt Gork surprised his health class with 30 tickets. However, it all started with his second period class that came together to lift his spirits. Gork and his wife suffered a 5th miscarriage and that his students knew about. His class wanted to cheer him up and raise money to send Mr. Gork and his wife to a Sixers game. His reaction was caught on video and went viral. Now, Gork, his wife, and 22 students will be attending the game on March 13th.
Chuck E. Cheese is usually regarded as a place of fun and excitement, but the Deptford location was home to a nasty brawl on Sunday night. 2 women have been arrested and 2 were injured after a fight of over 15 people broke out at the Kids Eatery last evening around 6 p.m. Deptford police say that 1 woman suffered a minor stab wound but refused medical treatment, and a worker was also hurt trying to break up the commotion. The altercation was so heated that police from Gloucester, Woodbury Heights, and West Deptford were called in to help break up the mess. Charges haven't been detailed to those arrested, but witnesses are encouraged to contact Deptford police.
Parents are asking a Camden County School District principal to resign. After the Parkland school shooting, the Camden County Prosecutor's Office announced that an 18-year-old student attended the Eastern High School in Voorhees was charged, allegedly making threats of a potential shooting. The statement was overheard by students, but principal did not take steps to alert the police office.
The nor'easter that rocked the Northeast over the weekend continues to leave a mark on the area. Tens of thousands won't have power restored for at least another day, with more than 100,000 customers having no power yesterday. JCP&L expects that the southern New Jersey area should expect their power back tomorrow, while more northern areas such as Morris County and Sussex should expect power by Wednesday. Crews of various power companies and townships have been working around the clock together to remove fallen debris and trees and restore power lines that may have been damaged or destroyed. As of this morning, a total of 74,045 New Jersey customers are still being affected by power outages. Now with a recap of Saturday's Battle of Bands competition, here is Leon Purvis.
Saturday night in the Student Center pit was Battle of the Bands, where bands compete to be the opener for Andy Grammer at this year's Holly Bash. One of the performances was an unconventional band that consisted of a singer/guitarist with her drummer.
I really wanted to do Battle of the Bands, and I was like, how am I going to be able to do this if it's just me? And my friend Ryan has played drums with me for a couple of shows in the past, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Ryan to do it.
For one band, winning this night could be a dream come true.
Coming to Rowan, we've always wanted to open for Holly Bash, and we've always wanted to play for large crowds and just share our music with everyone, so it would mean the world.
The winner of the Fan Favorite Award,
the fan favorite of tonight gets to headline the side stage at Holly Bash, and for that, you don't need an entire band to win over the crowd.
Let's give it up for Soph!
I'm so excited. I didn't expect that at all. I really did genuinely go into this not expecting to have won anything, so this is like really crazy. And I'm really excited. We get to headline, dude. We get to headline.
Our winner of our 2018 Battle of the Bands is...
For the winning group, they spoke their moment into existence.
Let's give it up for Native Riff!
Very excited because that's a big name, and we have some big shoes to fill, and we got to get the crowd going, and we're gonna definitely be planning.
You could catch Native Riff opening up for Andy Grammer at Holly Bash on Friday, April 20th. Reporting from the Student Center pit for RTN News, I'm Leon Purvis.
Oh, wow, what a great performance. Were you in attendance on Saturday?
I was not, but it looks great.
Yeah, definitely. Me either, but Leon did a great package so we can see all the great acts. It's always a good one each year. You have a ton of talented groups that come out, and it's just a great time for our own students.
Sounds like a great time.
Great time.
Coming up, find out the new exhibit opening at the Rowan Art Gallery.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. Here's Tom with this week's entertainment.
Hey everyone. On March 5th at 8 p.m. in Flieger Hall, the music department presents El Muro, The Walls That Divide Us, the music that brings us together. This celebrates the intercultural exchange of music and art. The ensemble offers the world premiere of a new work by performer and faculty member Dennis de Blasio, inspired by the poetry of Maya Angelou. The program also includes Ricardo Lorenz's El Muro and Nicole Piano's Autumn Air. Both Lorenz and Piano will be in attendance. Dr. Rai Suzuki will perform Jonathan Leshnoff's new concerto for clarinet and winds, commissioned in part by Dr. Joseph Higgins and the Wind Ensemble. Exploring the confluence of arts and science, the Rowan University Art Gallery showcases the work of environmental artist Diane Burko in an exhibit titled Vast and Vanishing. On display from March 8th to April 21st, the exhibit is welcomed with an artist talk and public reception on Thursday, March 8th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and will then be open to the public. This Tuesday will be the last weekly movie night organized by SUP before spring break. This week's movie is the Marvel film Thor Ragnarok. Starring Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, and Cate Blanchett, this is the third installment in the series of Thor films. In this one, Thor joins forces with his brother Loki and faces the evil Hela to save Asgard from the catastrophic event known as Ragnarok. Do you possess a vast amount of knowledge about the Oscars? Well, this Wednesday, there will be a trivia night in Props Place centered around the Oscars. You can bring your friends, answer challenging questions, test each other's knowledge, and then school the rest of the competition. The event will be at 9 p.m.
Wow, a trivia show on the Oscars. That's there's a lot that went on last night. So
There were a lot, yeah.
It is hopefully there's a lot of people that can answer all those questions. But me, I wouldn't even make the run.
Some of those cinephiles out there, they really know all that stuff.
Definitely.
Recommend it for them.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Coming up, find out the grueling scene that took place near the White House.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly, and you can too. Share your heart, share your love. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
The Wilmington, Delaware-based company DuPont Chemical has confirmed that 100 workers will lose their jobs in the upcoming month. The company will cease some of its chemical operation manufacturing at the Chambers worksite in Deepwater, which will cause a loss of jobs in Salem County. DuPont spokesman Dan Turner says, quote, "The safety and construction business is transitioning the manufacturing of its aramid intermediates from the Chambers worksite in Deepwater to suppliers who have newer process technology," unquote. The site was used for the manufacturing of Kevlar and Nomex, and the decommission of the area should be completed by the end of the summer. DuPont has said that those impacted will receive help in finding other jobs in the company, as well as other potential employers.
A man shot himself in front of the White House on Saturday. The Secret Service said a man shot himself along the north fence line. President Donald Trump was not in the White House when the incident happened. He was in Florida, but was set to return later in the day. Personnel responded to the scene and the press secretary was aware of the situation. All details are still under investigation. And now to Devon with What's Trending.
Thanks, Victoria, and welcome back everyone to What's Trending. History was made yet again at the Oscars last night. Jordan Peele, writer-director for Get Out, became the first ever African-American to win Best Original Screenplay. Peele thought it was impossible to make a film like this and had his doubts, but soon carried on his dreams, and now he can say it was much worth it. But the big winner of the night, taking home Best Picture and Best Director for Guillermo del Toro, went to the film Shape of Water. Hold on to your seats because Kylie Jenner is back, according to Elite Daily. After not being on Keeping Up with the Kardashians for an entire season and basically disappearing, she had tweeted that she would be coming back. Once Twitter fans and show fans saw that she was coming back, you could expect many were excited. She returned last night in the finale of the show in a good mood and in fact wasn't afraid to show her baby bump. People are just glad that she's back, but who knows what type of drama could happen in the next season. And who wouldn't like Kylie for Kylie? Jakeem Griffin is doing something he knows that will change the game of football and his life. According to the NFL, he is trying to become the first player with one hand to be drafted in the league in the modern era. He ran the fastest 40-yard dash by a linebacker at the combine in more than a decade with a time of 4.38 seconds. His impressive athletic ability has something to watch out for at the NFL Combine, which took place in Indianapolis this past weekend. The impressive Griffin also did 20 repetitions of 225 pounds in the bench press, using a prosthetic on his left arm to attach to the bar. Griffin had his left hand amputated at the age of 4 because of amniotic band syndrome, a congenital condition. But look out for Griffin as he's in good shape and he has the chance to fulfill his dreams.
What a great story there for the hopefully a future great football player.
I know. Hopefully Griffin, gets in and gets the spot that
Definitely.
he deserves.
Just shows that if you work hard and you do what you need to do, then you will succeed in life.
That's it. Hard work and dedication is the way to go.
Hard work. Hardest work is in the room.
Yes.
Good rock quote.
I love it.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everybody. Thank you, Devon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up here, what happened to a couple living in a sailboat?
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The storm this past weekend not only affected power lines, but a historical landmark as well. The nor'easter snapped a tree that some historians believe was planted by George Washington at his Mount Vernon home 227 years ago. The Facebook page for the presidential estate posted photos of the tree and said the storm brought down the Canadian hemlock as well as a Virginia cedar overlooking the president's tomb. Rob Shank, the senior vice president of visitor engagement at Mount Vernon, tweeted, quote, "While D.C. lost a ton of trees in the brutal nor'easter winds, the loss of the 1791 Canadian hemlock was especially tough," unquote. Fox News reports that the tree was supposedly given to Washington in 1791 by George Clinton, who was the governor of New York at the time.
7 people were left dead as the nor'easter slammed the East Coast. On Friday, states from Maine to North Carolina were hit with heavy rain and gusting winds. 7 people were killed after winds brought trees down on roads and homes. Nearly 2 million people up and down the coast lost power on Friday, and many flights were canceled. The storm has drifted further into the Atlantic Ocean.
News out of Riverdale, Georgia today. A 2-year-old girl has died from injuries sustained at a local Payless shoe source. Ifra Sadiq was severely injured after a mounted mirror fell on her and she was rushed to the hospital where she didn't survive. Police investigators have proclaimed the incident as an accident, but multiple family members believe that the mirror was just not secured correctly. The family says it was so heavy that the two people barely had enough strength to lift it off her. Representatives from Payless have said in a statement, quote, "Our deepest sympathies go out to the families of Ifra Sadiq during these times of incredible loss," unquote. Out of respect for the family, no further information will be provided.
One couple's dream trip sinks with their sailboat. Florida couple Tanner Broadwell and Nikki Walsh had been living on a boat and had plans to sail the Keys. However, 3 weeks ago, their boat hit an object and sank. They grabbed whatever they could while they were being rescued. They sold everything they had last year to buy the boat, and now they lost everything. The couple started a GoFundMe page, and a 77-year-old man read their story and decided to help. Mark Rainick owned a couple of sailboats and decided to give one to the couple. He charged them $1 so he is not liable if something happens. And now here's Derek with your Rowan Sports Update.
Thanks, Victoria. Although the storm last week postponed a number of games, there was still a lot of action, so let's get right into it. The women's lacrosse team opened up their season last Wednesday when they traveled to Ursinus College to take on the Bears. After being tied at the half, the Profs came out for the second and put up a 4-goal lead, making the score 9-5. After the Profs' Ashley Leckleader scored her first career goal to give the Profs their 10th score, the Bears went on an impressive run to tie the game. It was with just under 5 minutes to go that Maddie Bray scored a goal for the Profs. This would be the final goal of the contest, securing the first win of the season for the team. The diving team competed at the NCAA regional tournament over the weekend. For the women, Corinne Finkbinder and Claudia Zochowitz finished 22nd and 23rd respectively. For the men, Chad Shire earned 16th place, while Sean Piacente was able to finish in 3rd place, being named one of 6 divers in the meet to qualify for the national championships. The men's track and field team won 1st place at the All-Atlantic Region Track and Field Conference Championships. There were a few notable finishes that occurred during the meet. Bobby Cooks earned 1st place in the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.01 seconds. Shai Mumford achieved the meet and facility record time on the 200-meter at 22.03 seconds. And Jeffrey Tucker and Harrison Escoffery got the top 2 spots in the high jump during the meet. The team competes in their last meet of the season next weekend at the NCAA Division III Championships. The baseball team took on Randolph-Macon College in a doubleheader on Sunday. After winning the first game 6-2, the team headed into the nightcap on a roll. The Profs would strike in the first inning with 3 runs. The score would change to a 4-1 Profs lead after the second inning, putting a pause on scoring before another 3 Rowan runs in the 5th. The Profs would win the game 9-2, improving to 3-0 on the young season. Left fielder Monty Strickland finished with 3 hits and 3 RBIs for Rowan.
What a great start for Rowan baseball.
Yeah, Rowan baseball's off to a 3-0 start. They're looking hot.
They are looking hot.
And I'm a big baseball guy, too.
Big
so
baseball guy?
I'm happy to see them
I'm
succeeding.
really excited for you to watch all those great games and keep on giving us all this great coverage.
All right, I will.
Oh, thank you very much, Derek.
Thank you. And that's all for this week's edition of RTN News. I'm Victoria Todorova.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Have a great spring break, Rowan University.